What's up, y'all? Welcome back to 62 Beer Reviews. Today we're checking out Pliny the Elder from Russian River Brewing Company out of Santa Rosa in Windsor, California. Y'all know it. We all know it. Pliny, the West Coast Double IPA. Very excited to check this one out today. Been on my bucket list for a while to check out. Beer comes courtesy of Michael. Thank you so much again for sending this one my way. If y'all want to go check out the beer mail unboxing I did, he sent out 7 different beers, 6 of them from Colorado, and then this one on top of that. So I did mention in that review, but I'll say it again, had this beer on draft before. It was 2 or 3 years ago when World Beer Cup was in Nashville, where I live. So had it on draft, had Blind Pig and Pliny on draft. Loved it. I remember loving it, but it's been a while since I've had it. So I'm excited to get a proper review in. We will read the site here because I got a little spiel on here. Comes in at 8% ABV on the dot. It says Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, and author. In his writings, he refers to Lupus salvicterius, meaning wolf among scrubs, likely an early reference to hop vines growing wild among willows. Pliny the Elder died in 79 AD while saving people during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew and adopted son, Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Elder, the beer, is a full-bodied, hop-forward double IPA. Keep refrigerated and consume fresh to best enjoy this beer's intense hop character. And it says along the side of the label here, respect your elder, keep cold, drink fresh, do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this bottle one. I love that. So love the label art. The bottle, the label, everything. Could recognize it from a mile away. Looks awesome. So just check it out. Crack it open. Show off the bottle cap there too. Love it. Been a while. I don't even know the last time I had an IPA out of a bottle. Crazy. Yeah. Poured that pretty hard there. Looks gorgeous though. Exactly what you want out of a West Coast double IPA. You know what? We'll let that settle for a minute, but talk about the appearance. Super light. There's been talks about this recipe changing. I think it has changed over the years. Maybe it was a little darker back in the day, but that looks new school IPA to me. How it's coming off. I don't know how it looks on camera, but in person, that thing is super light. Almost looks like a freaking lager. Super clear. See my finger right through it. Beautiful, beautiful head retention. Bone white colored head. That beer looks gorgeous. Nice carbonation too. So check out the aroma. Yeah, it smells nice. I don't know the hops in here. I'm sure I could look it up somewhere online. Probably got some idea of it. But I'm getting, just right off the bat, just, excuse me, old school C hops. It is piney, citrusy, grapefruit, lemon peel. Maybe even a little Simcoe. There's a slight dankness to it too. Oh, I didn't even mention this was bottled July 17th, 2025. So time recording 3 weeks? Right around 3 weeks. 3.5. Yeah, smells nice. Not a huge aroma, but it's definitely there. What is there smells really nice. Look at that head, dude. Shit is sticking around. Yeah, tons of citrusy notes, a little dank, catty, and then, yeah, a little floral, honey, and piney. It smells awesome. It smells like a classic West Coast double IPA. So let's check it out. Cheers. Thanks again, Michael. Oh my God. Dude, that is so good. That's how a West Coast IPA should taste. Mm. Delicious. Not as bitter as I was expecting. It almost has a little bit of like a new school West Coast IPA kind of vibe to it. Look at, I mean, dude, I'm going to keep talking about that freaking marshmallow we had sticking around. Glass lacing, everything. Unreal. Really nice floral character. A little bit of sweetness. Nothing too overbearing. Citrusy. Gosh, man. Piney. That's delicious. No words. No freaking words, man. Um, it's delicious. Just so complex. And just, I love how it hangs around on the palate. I do wish there was just a little bit more bitterness. I'm a fan of bitter beers, bitter forward beers. One of my favorite IPAs of all time. Got it hanging out on the bar over here. Double Sunshine from Lawson's Finest. That I love that just grapefruit, citrus, peel, pithy bitterness that beer has. I wish this beer had just a little bit more. And maybe it's just the bottle. Maybe previous ones are a little bit more bitter. You know, it's going to vary for sure. But I'm going to keep talking about just the appearance of this beer. Look at that glass lacing. Nice medium body. West Coast IPA, medium full bodied. It's nearing that for sure. There's a slight, very slight bitterness on the finish. Huge floral. This is very floral forward. You know what it reminds me a lot of is some of those Maine, like lunch, dinner, those beers. Just with the floral aspect, super floral. Must be, got to be some of the old school C hops in there that are throwing that out. Really, really nice. Just about exactly what I want from a West Coast IPA. Just give me a little bit more bitterness. This beer is perfect in my mind. So, I mean, the appearance just, I mean, you look at some new school West Coast IPAs, that head be gone 5 seconds after you pour it. That thing is still on there. Look at that glass lacing. Unreal. Gorgeous, gorgeous beer. Aroma's coming out a little bit more as it's warming up. Yeah, super floral. I love it. Really cool. So, Michael, thank you again for sharing this one. I want to say $6. I think my dad recently was out in LA, brought back some bottles. He's bringing back some for me. Looked like it was $6 for a bottle. Huge end cap. Whole Foods. I mean, this beer is everywhere out in California. From what Michael was saying, you can get this pretty easily if you're in Colorado now. I mean, $6 a bottle. I'm taking that all day. I pay $6.50, maybe even $7. You know, I don't have this beer that often, but this would be a fridge beer for me if I had easy access to it. Delicious. Be cool to compare this to Blind Pig sometime. I remember really enjoying Blind Pig a few years ago when I was out in Colorado. I mentioned this to Michael. I was out there for a buddy's bachelor trip. Went to a liquor store, found some Blind Pig. Of course, I had to ask if they had any Pliny. The guy said they have like a specific day that they release it. People line up out the door, sells out in first few hours. But I mean, obviously, if you're getting this at Whole Foods, you know, Whole Foods, Total Wine, Colorado, California, I think they're all throughout Pacific Northwest. I think it's changed a little bit since I was out there last. So that's pretty cool to see that this is just a freaking shelfie beer. and it's delicious. So if y'all have had Pliny, love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Please let me know. Really delicious beer. So happy I got to finally review this. So Michael, thanks again. And yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Cheers.